guys, how's it going? Let's start the vlog this week with saying that the giveaway is extended. To be involved, you must subscribe to my channel to get involved with it, and I'd really appreciate a like. This video this week is going to be split into two parts because of how long it ended up being. It's a day behind schedule. I'm really sorry for that, but I hope you guys enjoy it. This is part one. Yes, I am recuperating slowly, trying to get myself back into some form of normality as best as I can after the op. If you didn't see the op vlog, it's up there. More to give you guys a little bit of reassurance that I'm still here and I'm in one piece, although I am a little bit immobile. This week's vlog is going to be the one vlog that a lot of people have been asking to see. I thought it was the perfect time to do it, and it is going to be my entire sneaker collection. I really hope that you guys enjoy it. If you aren't the ones that feel the shoes in my vlog, this week is probably not for you. Before we get going, I'm going to get down. I'm going to be picking up a pair of shoes that arrived at my local post office. I need to collect them, so Tash, my other half's going to take me straight down to collect these. I can't really drive, so I've got to get her to drive me down there and pick these shoes up, and I'm going to do a little sneaky review. These are going to be the shoes I'm going to be wearing at Sneakercon. Really pains me to walk, and it's not comfy at all. Right, I'll see you when I get back. Hey guys, welcome to Thai Kicks for another week. Really good to have you guys with me for this week. The vlog's going to be more about my entire sneaker collection. Because of the op that I had last week, it's a little bit difficult for me to really got out and about, but we have got a sneaker review just for you guys, so keep your eyes peeled towards the end of this video and you're going to see some really exciting pair of kicks. So let's break it down how I'm going to get into my sneaker collection. I've got quite a lot of shoes. I haven't got as many as some, but I've still got more than enough to turn around and say genuinely I have lost track of the order of things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flash through pretty much every single shoe I have got. You will finally get to see what I've got. So let's get into the collection. So I'm going to go through the initial sort of shoes that I picked up when I first started really enjoying buying shoes. Now, disclaimer, these shoes have been worn. These shoes are disgusting. Some of them aren't exactly clean, and I'm going to flash through basically what I was really into at the time. So when I first started really getting into it, I was really feeling sort of shoes that were more sport related, more gym related shoes. So I was picking up things like Nike free runs, Flyknits. I moved on and bought more like Roshis. I got some Under Armour shoes. These are the kind of shoes that I was really feeling at the time. So let's splash through them. They had these in the white and black colourway as well and sold them ages ago. Really do regret that, but they sold for so much more than I bought them for. These are like my trail Flyknit sort of mids, and you know, crazy sole colour. Love the upper on this. It's like pretty dense, pretty thick, with like, it's like an ATR around the front to keep it a little bit waterproof, and it's also on the back here, and they've been well worn. And so began my love of Flyknit shoes with this particular kick, which is the University Red Flyknit Racer. This shoe has been caned all around the world. I wore this in New York, I've worn this in Europe, I've worn it, you name it, I've worn it everywhere, and I've worn it in the gym. This shoe's been absolutely hammered, and it's one of my favourite Flyknit racers out of all of them. Then what came along around the time that I bought this, I also bought Adidas's competitor, the Prime Knit Adi Zero, in the black, white and teal kind of colourway, and this got absolutely hammered as well. I've absolutely loved this shoe. One of the first of the Prime Knit technologies. 2012 Olympics, they brought out this pack with the kind of solar yellow, the red and white for the London Olympic Games that were all numbered up on the tongue. They had their specific number. And you also had a green colourway as well. This shoe, you know, for overall, it's probably one of the lightest shoes I own. It's ridiculously lightweight. There's nothing to it. The insole seriously thin, and the shoe itself, profile wise, is just tiny really. This is really fine. Like, you can see how thin the tongue is on this shoe. It's really thin, and also, like, unlike the Flyknit Racer, there is a little bit of cushioning around the outside of the sock liner. These two shoes were the beginning of the revolution for me of Flyknit and Prime Knit. Now, before I start getting really heavy onto my Adidas and Nike collection, I'm just going to go through a couple of my sort of fashion shoes that I can wear with, you know, chinos, jeans, you name it. Just the non-sport, more style kind of shoes. So first one was, I did have the LD1000 Roshi Cortez crossbreed in both the blue and the black. Picked them both up for a steal. They're a bit retro, and that's one of the reasons I bought them. Yeah, like the shoe, definitely something that's more chill. I have a classic pair of Vans. Bought these from the Vans outlet store at Resorts World in the UK. These cost me all of the sum of 30 quid, and they've done me pretty well so far. And a shoe I haven't even worn yet is the 20th anniversary Asics Offspring collab. This shoe, when it first came out, I looked at it and thought, that is an absolutely sick summer shoe. Something that definitely I could wear with shorts or something. It's a beautiful colourway with this kind of minty green, and then you've got this kind of light tan running into more of a sand kind of colour all the way through to the back. But as you can see, I haven't had a chance to wear these yet. These are gonna probably get worn this summer, and I'm really looking forward to breaking these out. These were from London 2012 Olympics, and they've got the Team GB branding on the tongue, and as you can see, they have been worn. On to my Adidas collection, and let's start with my first pair of Ultra Boost. This is killer. One of my clients introduced me to this shoe, and I've never looked back since. I picked up the wool grey Ultra Boost. This was given to me as a Christmas present for free by one of my closest clients who works within the football world. And do you know what? If I was ever going to get hooked on Ultra Boost, what a shoe to give me. As soon as I put this on, I was like, I have never felt a shoe like it in my entire life. And the colourway is just absolutely awesome. I've beaten these to hell. I'm so sad that I've worn these so much. Let's move on through my Ultra Boost collection. These are all my 1.0s. 2.0, 3.0, and this was a massive shoe for the Tie Kicks channel. This was the 3.0 core black sample that I managed to pick up a good couple of weeks before the drop in the UK. I managed to get these a few days before the US release. I've wore these so much because they are incredibly comfortable. This was the one that started it all. Now this is a really cool, this is the LTD Trace Cargo Ultra Boost. Not a collab, but a limited edition. Came with a slightly different material covered heel cup. You also got this real interesting kind of peppered colour of like dark greens, some creams and some blacks in that shoe. Pretty fire shoe altogether with this kind of almost waxy Adidas branding on the tongue. This is a really cool kick and still quite tough to come by for something that isn't a collab. Then we got the Zebras. Moving on, I was late to the Uncaged Ultra Boost party and I was really on the fence whether I really wanted to pick them up, and I finally managed to pick up for a steal a pair of the blue colorway of the Uncaged Ultra Boost. And do you know what? Because I picked these up for less than retail, it gave me that opportunity to give them a try. And do you know what? From there, I went on to buy myself a pair of the triple white versions. And that is the only Uncaged Ultra Boost from this particular kind of look of particular Uncaged Ultra Boost that I've gone for. One of the next Boost shoes that I picked up when I was starting my collection, I decided I was going to go for the first Adidas Nomad, or shall we abbreviate it as the Adidas NMD, which is officially now obviously an iconic shoe in Adidas's collection. It was a combination of a couple of historic shoes that Adidas did in the past, and I picked up the OG colorway for retail when they first released at the end of 2015. And then I kind of sort of fell away from NMD for a little bit. I thought too many people were picking up NMDs. They were becoming kind of a bit like the new Roshe run, and I was like, I'm not going to buy any more of them. I'm going to stick with my Ultra Boost and maybe see if I can pick up some Yeezys as well as we kind of moved into Yeezy seasons. So the first pair of Yeezys that I picked up were the Moon Rock Yeezys. I picked these up and I managed to get them from Offspring at the Bullring in Birmingham. I do have a pair of 750 OGs. But I just never wear them. I just don't suit them. I don't know why. I will always keep them because they are a first edition iconic shoe. Regardless of whether you love the 750s or you hate the 750s, they're a shoe that definitely is an iconic shoe that if you kind of even thought 10 years down the line, because of how many Yeezys are coming out now, that is the first Yeezy. That was the first 750 Yeezy to drop. And if any other types of Yeezy high top ever drop, that nothing will ever change that. That will remain the first ever Yeezy. So after that, I managed to pick up the Oxford Tans, and unfortunately I am going to confirm to you guys that I sold my Oxford tans. But it's all good, it's all good. Really, really happy for the buyer. He was super happy to get them. He paid a fantastic price for them. You know, they weren't at the high end, they weren't at the low end, but what it's gonna be allowing me to do is to reinvest in buying some more shoes for you guys to see and for me to review. I'm gonna go through the remaining Yeezys that I've got in 3, 2, 1. That is it for Yeezys. Now we've had the Cream V2s drop and I've got those coming in the post for next week's vlog. I'm really looking forward to get my hands on a pair of those. They look like an absolute nightmare to keep clean, but we're gonna liquid proof them shoes and keep them safe from any of the scary liquids and dirt that's out there as best as possible. One thing to let you know, guys, is I'm going to leave you guys a link in the description below for a 30% off liquid proof. If you click on the link, you will get 30% off on Liquid Proof's website if it's your first time ordering. If you've never seen Liquid Proof in action, it's a wicked product. It's going to look after all them white crepes that you guys are wearing throughout the summer or any light materials. If you've not seen it, it comes in a 100ml bottle size, comes in a 250ml. That was the end of part 1 of my entire sneaker collection.